Hello, this is Dalia's channel. Welcome. Hello. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna do a pick a card. I haven't done this like in a long while, so I'm gonna go ahead and do like a pick a card about your love situation, what comes up, love, money, friendship, work, career. So let's go ahead and get started. I have 3 decks. Okay, go ahead and choose. This is number 1, 2, and 3. The rose, the crystal, and then the black stone. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. All right. Let's do number 1, which is the rose. Okay. This is number 3 right here. Okay. Let's see what we get. The decks are already pre-cut, pre-shuffled and pre-cut. I already did that before I started. So thank you for viewing. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's, something like real quick. All right. Okay. So there's going to be, all right, there's going to be like some kind of a walking away for a new situation, some kind of a disappointment. Maybe you had a disappointment in a relationship. Everybody goes through it. And, feeling left out. And also, again, with disappointment, right? And here we have the 5 of Cups too, but it could also mean like a money situation too, not just love. Okay, this could also be about money, a disappointment in love. Um, and here is like some kind of an enterprise, some kind of a beginning, but somebody had to walk away, right? Oops. Somebody had to leave the situation. Maybe the person wasn't maybe the person was taking too long, or maybe stalling. There's some kind of a situation here, right? um the disappointment right here. But and then here we have the king of cups, right? Like the mature king, leadership. Okay, but there's gonna be here, like, the happiness, the inheritance, the love, right? The success, the love, the 10 of Cups, the family. Okay, the family and the kids, right? You have here the husband, the wife, and then the little kids, right? The boy and the girl right there. But there was some kind of a disappointment, right? Or maybe, someone was taking too long, or probably not making up their mind. But like, if you see my other videos, it's like the same thing, disappointment in love. Somebody was not, maybe there was like a divorce, like a breakup, just disappointment, okay? Because this could also be also like with love right here, disappointment on love, or disappointment with like with an investment also. Okay, and then here it was like somebody wanted like a beginning, right? Like somebody wanted like a beginning too, right? Somebody wanted like a beginning. But the Ace of Wands could also be like a birth of a child too. But it could also be like an enterprise, an adventure, a beginning, right? Something good. But here we have like the 10 of Cups. Um, Here we have like the 10 of Cups, right? The success, the family, the success, the happiness, right? The joy, right? Right here. Okay. Um, it's like, see, the 7 of Cups. It was like someone was not like, you see, somebody was not like, how do you call it? Somebody was not making a decision. They had choices, or maybe they were like not too focused, right? Okay, because this is like the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups represents like not being too focused, having choices, not concentrating. Or it could also be like, having too much to do, like, oh, I need to pay this, or oh, I need to go ahead and get this, and I have to concentrate on the family, I have to concentrate on work, I have to do this. It could also be like responsibility, right? The Seven of Cups. It also means like choices, but and then it also means having a lot of things to do, or I have to go get this and this done and pay for that, right? Like, like this decisions. But of course, there is gonna here we have a prosperous reunion right here, which is the Four of Wands. Here's the victory. Um, but it's like, and these cards, it was like, disappointment, defeatment, disappointment right there, disappointment. But then here we have like the Four of Wands, and then we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so there's gonna be like maybe like a marriage. Like if you've seen my other videos, it talks about a union, a reconciliation, a marriage, maybe a second marriage for some of you. It could be like your first marriage, maybe second marriage for some of you. But and then we have here like the Ten of Cups and then the Four of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. So it's like a repeat, right? Of, like a union, a romance, the start of a romance. But it could also mean, these two could also mean like healing, and then it could also mean like friendships too. But it's mostly like romance, a union, a joyous, healing. All right, because of the four wands could also be like healing and joyous and romance, and a union, right? And then the victory right there. Um, yeah, but there was some kind of a situation where there was like someone walked away, some kind of a disappointment, some kind of a defeat. Okay, somebody did wanted a beginning, but it was like, like walking away, like disappointment too, probably decisions too. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, like, okay, here we are, there is going to be some changes. There is, because here we have like the Queen of Pentacles. Here we have like the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, which is rethink. Hey, this is the Hermit. I gotta go ahead and rethink. So this is for the ones that pick pile one, deck one. This is what's coming out. The love, and of course here we have the love, the peace, the love, the peace, the harmony, the abundance, right? The happiness, the love, the happiness, the love, and all that. And also, this could also be like healing. It could be happiness also, right? Happiness, and the Ten of Cups also, right? The Three of Cups also represents healing. It could be represents a good event coming in, happy, joy, a special event, and of course like some changes, right? And then you have to go ahead and balance out whatever the changes are. Okay, so that was real good. Like the love offer coming in, which is real good. Someone that's being responsible, someone that needs, there's someone here. It could be vice versa. Someone here that needs to like rethink. Okay, so this is like the situation for group for pile one. That's a pile one. Okay, which is real good. This is a real good positive outcome with your love situation. Okay, with your love situation. Very good. I'm glad and satisfied with that reading. I'm glad and happy and satisfied with that reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and have a Merry Christmas. Because it's like in 2 days, right? Christmas. All right, let's go ahead and choose the number 2. This is the number 2 deck. Let's see what comes out. Okay, let's see what comes out. Okay, it's like the same thing again. Okay, so this is for deck 2, the ones that pick 2. There's going to be somebody's walking away. Somebody was concentrating on their work. Somebody was concentrating on the work, work and your apprentice, working on your craft, working on your skill, practicing, and, just working out there. And then somebody had to walk away, maybe because maybe it wasn't going nowhere, maybe it was being stalled, maybe it was being stalled. And here we have something. There's a person that wants like a change right there. This is like an enterprise waiting for something to happen, for the positive things to happen, right? Because of the three world wands right there. And in the past, someone refused, right? Someone was kind of bored. They wanted like a change. The four cups represents like a change, like someone being refusal of a love offer, so some kind of an offer that was refused because they want like a change, right? Like they want something new, right? Or they're kind of like bored. But then here we have like the high priestess. The high priestess is about um like if you're being doubtful about something, you got to rethink, right? You got to think, you got to be like the high priestess and think, of something to be done right, right? You got to be like the high priestess, right? You just got to think in your head like, hey, what's going on, right? The choices that you got to make. And then of course this is like the burden, right? Like the burden right there. All right, so there was like some kind of a situation, but there's someone that want see, because the three is like expecting something to come in, like business, um, but somebody was refused about some kind of a love offer. Okay, but there's like a decision to make. There's like some kind of a change. There's the Knight of Cups. Someone is gonna come in with some kind of like a small offer, right? And with the love, here's the mature woman, but here is the knight. The knight is not too mature, but the Queen of Cups is mature. And then here we have the Hierophant. Then we have here like holding on, right? They're holding on. It's like, oh, I'm just holding on, right? I'm just holding on, to the love situation. But and then here we have the King of Cups, which is the love, the leadership, right? Right there, the King of Cups right there, which is good. And the Hierophant, right? Like knowing yourself, knowing your inner self. It could also be like the marriage card. It could also be like the goodness. It could also be like religion, right? The hierophant, because he looks like he's like in a church. But and then there's some kind of a decision that has to be made. Okay, if you pick number two, all right. Um, and then it's gonna work out because yeah, it's gonna work out because like here we have like the Knight of Swords, like work, somebody's gonna come in and hey, it's gonna like come in swiftly, the Knight of Swords, and like hey, I'm gonna take away the negativity. I'm gonna do something about it. Here we have your wishes, right? Your wishes, your stars, the the star is like your wish, your fulfillment, your dreams coming true, the good ones, of course, and your wish, right? And, because here we have here the star, um, mixing the present with the past, or, the waters. And here is like probably thinking about the past, like a past influence, right? There's like a past influence, but someone is like probably holding back or holding on to something, holding back, holding on. But it could also be about money. This could, because the coins represent like money, holding something on time. Because the Four of Wands also is being kind of greedy too. The Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. Then, of course, we have like the Devil right there, right? Some kind of obsession. um it's not too good, right? It's not too good, right? Some kind of a obsession. But and then it's gonna turn out okay, because this here is also another healing card. This is success, this is joy, this is healing, this is happiness, and this is yes, okay. But there's like a situation or a past influence or someone from the past that was not doing anything, that was, but someone's gonna go ahead and have like this beginning. They're gonna step forward And then this is like the Triumph card too, right? Like the Triumph card, the Strength card, and which is the powerful card also. The Ace of Swords is the powerful sword right there, right? Taking away the negativity, coming in with some kind of a news. And then, of course, we have the Four Wands. The Four Wands also represents, the union, the happiness, the joy, the family, right? The Four Wands. Okay, so there is going to be some kind of victory, some kind of a little bit of a give and take. The Six of Pentacles, but the Six of Pentacles also represents, like, like the sharing, the giving, right? Like the sharing, the giving, the Six of Pentacles, the sharing, the giving, giving a little bit to charity, sharing, um, trying to put things in balance, right? Because he has like that scale right there. Like if I wasn't paying attention to you, I'm gonna pay attention to you. If I'm not, giving to you, I'm gonna give to you, give to charity, sharing, a little bit of takeaway, a little bit of adding, right? But it's a positive card, okay? It's a positive card. But here we are having the strength, right, in your situation, having the strength, the beginning, the abundance right there, right? And then having the strength, right? Having the strength, being strong. So this is the message for deck two. If you pick deck two, your wish is coming true. There's going to be some kind of a triumph. Somebody's going to come in. Somebody's waiting for something good to happen, for some kind of enterprise, some kind of something to. They're waiting for something to come in. It could be you, could be the other person. Take it how it fits. But and then here we have like healing, we have abundance, we have the yes, happiness, joy, being content, being happy, with your love situation, and and like the marriage. But here we have like the Four of Cups and all this. It could be like a marriage, also like a union. It could also be someone from the past. Um, which is like real good. And then, of course, you have the Triumph card right there, the victory, the Triumph card. Also, a beginning too. Could also be like a beginning right there. So this could be like also like a marriage, like a healing, like a marriage, like a healing, a marriage, a love, a union, and a romance. But it could be like a past influence. It could also be like a past influence or someone from the past. Um, but this is what I get for people who pick number two. Okay. Um, but somebody did in the past. Someone did refuse some kind of a love offer. But some of you have to make the decision. You have to make a choice, a decision. But there is going to be like the happiness, the joy, the fulfillment, and the healing. Okay, very good. So this is for part two. I'm happy with this reading. Um, this was also this was also like almost like in part one. This is also in part one. But if you saw my other videos, like if you go my other videos from a few weeks ago, it talks about the same thing, right? Someone not doing anything, someone not doing changing to where, hey, I want this relationship, right? There was someone there that didn't make the effort when they should have made the effort. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the last one. This is for the ones who picked deck three. All right. Okay, well, here we have, of course, there's going to be some kind of a conflict, but and then there's going to be a balance put, like the Two of Swords again came out, like just like the other deck. This is, there's going to be some kind of honor, a person's being responsible, being, there's someone that's going to be here persistent. Um, There's also going to be some kind of a news coming in, because here we have like the Page of Pentacles. There's someone's going to use their dexterity, their skill, their willpower to make something happen, because here we have the magician, right? And then there's going to be some kind of progress, some kind of advancement, because here we have like the Eight of Pentacles. Here we have the Queen of Wands, which is meaningful, sincere, sincere, because of the Queen of Wands, right? Passion, sincere, but of course, having that choice, that decision, being having something put in balance, right? Because of the Two of Swords. The other one, we also got the Two of Swords. There is gonna be, again, there is gonna be like the triumph, the beginning, the triumph, the prosperity, the balance and all that. Because of these are good. Because see, here we have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, which is good, right? So it's coming out, with that triumph, with trying to uh trying to be like, how do you call it, being laborious, being like persistent, and being strong, being persistent. Okay, but you are gonna have that fulfillment, the success, the prosperity, because of the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and then here we have uh the Temperance, which is, the adjustment, the success, the temperance, the patience, right? The patience, right? The temperance, the patience, uh, something like a good influence, being patient, right? Um, but it's good, right? The Temperance is good. The Temperance is a good positive card. Okay, the Temperance is a good positive card. It's mixing the waters right there, right? Mixing the past and the present, or mixing the waters there. The Temperance, it's a good card. It's a good card. Good influence, the triumph. Um, when it comes to the love situation, there is going to be like uh, prosperity. There is going to be some bliss, but also with money, because the Pentacles also has to do with like with money, being responsible with your money, right? The Ace of Pentacles, and also the Knight of Pentacles, right? Being responsible uh, with money and all that. Um, let's see what else we get. Okay, we have here like the Chariot, perseverance, uh, being perseverance, having that effort to have that change, making the effort to make the change. The Chariot. Then we have the Seven of Wands, right? Like um, overcoming some obstacles. The Seven of Wands is overcoming some obstacles. Okay, and then we have like the Star, like the hope, right? The stars, like your wishes, your dreams, your harmony, you know, the star. This is also good too, right? Mixing of the waters, the Temperance, okay, with your love situation. And then here we have like the Four of Pentacles. Okay, here we have the Four of Pentacles, like someone being greedy or holding on to something, right? Or being greedy, right? Like with your money, right? Being tight with your money. Uh, of course, the Tower is like a sudden change, right? The Tower is like a sudden change. The Seven of Swords. It's like, okay, it's like some kind of an endeavor. You gotta make new changes, new plans, right? Because of the Seven of Swords, right there. The Fool, the beginning. Just taking that leap of faith and just doing something about it. Like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have the beginning. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start something new. Okay, the Fool could also be like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and strive. Um, it can also be kind of like a little bit negative because it's the full, folly, full, right? You're gonna start something. You're about something you're gonna start, right? The new romance, the school, okay. And then here we have like the tower. Some of you are probably going to a tower moment, like a sudden loss, like a sudden change, right? The tower represents like, oh my gosh, like what? All you heard about a news, and then all a sudden change. Okay, okay, and of course the Five of Swords again. Like the disappointments, the Five of Swords. But and then here at the end we have like the woman being successful, a person being successful, um, you know, being successful. The Nine of Pentacles is about having accomplishments. Okay, there's going to be some kind of accomplishment. Some of okay, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is like the man with the bow. Um, uh, Having some kind of a change, like okay, I want to go somewhere to have like a something better for me. But the Six of Swords also represents like a journey, right? Like some kind of a trip. But and then like the Christmas holidays is coming. Okay. Some of you are expecting some kind of something to happen, some kind of enterprise, some like a good business. Because here we have like the Three of Wands. It's like waiting for something. There's also gonna be the Four of Wands. Like the peace, the harmony, the union, right? The love, the union, the Four of Wands, which is the love, the union, getting together, starting something new, right? And the Eight of Pentacles, working, creating your skill, uh, getting better at your skill, your craft. All right, here we have like the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Cups, which is like, trying to make the effort, but also having success, right? Because here we have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups is like your wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is like, okay, I'm trying to you're going to have the fulfillment, your wish, the yes, the good news coming in, your victory, the good health, the victory, the success. The Nine of Cups. And then the Eight of Cups is like someone had walked away for something better. Someone had walked away. Maybe there was some kind of disappointment. But again, like if you see my other videos, that's what it talks about, like disappointment of a situation. Um, and then we have here like the King and the Queen of Swords, um, which is like, okay, like taking action. The King and Queen and Swords being together, uh, could be twin flame because it's the King and the Queen and Swords, right? The King and the Queen. It could be like a twin flame, right? Getting together with your twin flame. Because we have the King and Queen. And then the Seven of Cups. It's like, the Seven of Cups, again, like the choices, the decisions, the choices, um, trying to be focused, right? All right. Then we have here like the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Um, how do you call it? It's like someone that's responsible. Someone's gonna take action, take away. Someone's gonna have the strength, taking away the bad, the ugliness, and all that. The negativity. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Wands, which is like um Could be like a dark person. Um, some kind of a journey. The Knight of Wands. Um, it could be like a dark person also. Could be like some kind of a departure or something. Probably um, some kind of an absence or something like that. The Knight of Wands. Um, a person maybe coming in, right? Could be like a dark person. And then we also have here the end result, which is the love, the beauty, the marriage, the harmony, the trust, the lovers, the union. So here we have like the marriage, right? The marriage, the union, the lovers, the getting together, the happiness, the beginning, the but it could also be like getting along with friends and family. But the lovers also has to do with having like the beginning, the romance, having that emotional love, okay, for one another, the harmony, the success, the sincerity, the love, the union, right? The lovers. It can also be marriage too, because here we have like the lovers, and then um we have like the four wands. Okay, so it could be like marriage, love, union, happiness, because we have here was the four wands and then the lovers. All right. And here we have like the Hierophant again, right? The religion, the goodness, the religion, um, the, how do you call it? um, Thinking about your well being also, and, the Hierophant, uh, ideas, religion. It could also be like, it could also be marriage to being, well and thinking like, hey, what's good for me. Then we have here like the Ace of Cups, which is the fulfillment, the peace, fertility, the opulence, the happiness. So it's just that right here, somebody had to make somebody was fantasizing, somebody had decisions. There was some kind of a change, like in a relationship, some kind of abandonment, some kind of something. There was like a change that it was just like a tower moment. Okay, the tower represents like some kind of, you heard of the news and it ended right there, or there was like some kind of a change, like an abrupt change that just disturbed your life. That's what the tower means. So that somebody happened, it happened to you, or it happened to someone. But and then of course we have the abundance, the fertility, the Ace of Cups, which is the love, the fulfillment, the goodness, the love, the fulfillment. Okay, the happiness, fertility. So if you don't want any kids, protection. And then here we have like the king and the queen of swords. So it could be like twin flame, because we have here like the king and the queen. And the king of swords is like, hey, I'm gonna have authority. It's authority figure, strong willed. Okay, strong willed. That's the king, and the queen represents someone that's also um, strong willed too, right? The queen of swords, but it can also represent separation and loneliness. A woman that's been hurt, right? A woman that's been hurt, but both of them are like, okay, strong willed, right? Intelligent, strong willed, right? The king and the queen. Okay, and then somebody had like some kind of a disappointment in love. All right. But then we have, yeah, somebody, there was like some kind of a marriage. If you listen to other videos, somebody had some kind of a failed relationship, a failed marriage in this deck. There was some kind of a failed relationship, a failed marriage. Because here we have Here we have like the Tower, the Seven of Swords, um, which is not too good, right? But and then it could be like the Seven of Swords could also be like changes, right? Like changes. You need to create new beginnings or new plans need to happen because of the Eight of Swords. And then something's probably going to happen, something fast, some kind of a message. There's going to be some kind of a message coming in if you pick this deck. All right. But don't worry about it because here we have like the Ten of Cups, your happiness, your family, your children, your abundance, your happiness. Okay, pleasure, the happiness, the peace. Okay. So that's the messages that we get for dark deck 3. But um all right, it was just like a bunch of repeat, right? The relationship that didn't go anywhere, the failed relationship, the bad marriage, and all that. Okay, well that's the end. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holidays. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Enjoy it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This is Dalia's channel. Thank you and welcome. If it's your first time, welcome and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And, take care, be merry, and, you know, uh, until next time, take care. Bye. All right.